On a far more positive note, then, Luiz Pena charged with robbery and
Oh
battery.
my God. What
Some kind
the
of a
Violent
snap.
Bob Ross. I was looking. You talk about living up to your name, man. I was looking. I was rooting for Violent Bob Ross. This is the upsetting of the year. I hope he's
Yeah,
okay and
kind of a
everyone
snatch and
involved.
grab. I don't want to besmirch his name without limited evidence, but some people have come out and said he's just one of those people that can't help himself and will just steal some shit.
I've
I've known
heard.
people like that. I've known
Heard
people like that. That
I know a guy like that who.
wait,
No, sorry. Go ahead.
before we start going into personal stories, I just wanted to also put, because I read that he might have some kinds of history with mental health issues,
yeah,
including like depression and even something a little bit more severe. So I don't know whether that plays a factor into erratic behavior, especially in
undoubtedly.
something like, when you've been taking a lot of shots in a sport like MMA. But definitely just wanted to throw that caveat in. Like, I don't want it to be like, this is
Yeah,
just a
let's treat it with some respect and
yeah.
decorum, right?
Sure. Especially until all the details are known. Let's not crucify the man. But yeah, thank you for that, David. For
No,
sure.
but for sure, no, there are some people who are just like, bad people, but
Oh yeah,
we don't know that to be the case with Luis Pena. So just wanted to
What's
make
the story?
I know a guy. Oh, Luiz Pena, Violent Bob Ross, charged with snatch and grab and like assault, basically.
and
I
also
think
how
it's
many
called robbery and battery.
Yeah, and rumor is that he has a history of this, but also apparently a history of mental illness. So we will hold our tongues. I just wanted to say that I know a guy who's like, I'm not going to say his name, but if you're in the GTA, you probably know, who's been kicked out of just about every gym in the entire GTA because he can't help himself going through people's lockers, going through people's pants.
Oh, I know who
You,
you're talking about.
you know
Yo,
I'm
let me
talking.
ask you guys. Let me ask you guys a question. What do you
Mm.
do? What do you do if you have somebody who everybody is saying, "Look, this guy stole your money from your locker, whatever," and then you approach a guy and he lies in your face and says, "No, I didn't steal it." What do you do from that point? You just gotta let it be, or you do some
So there's,
investigation work.
I have an answer to this, unrelated. I hear my echo, gentlemen.
Oh, I don't hear an echo. Sorry. Go.
There was this one kid who came into Head Rush back when I trained there. Sketchy dude. At the time he was like 16, 17. I was, early 20s. And he was just a weird ass kid, Russian kid. And, people suspected that he was stealing shit from the change room, but nobody knew. And basically, I had a weird interaction with him when I'm like, I'll introduce myself. I'm like, hey, how's it going? He's like, hey, do you know where I can buy a knife? I'm like, no, I don't know where you can buy a knife. Buy. And like they suspected him of stealing, so they had somebody wait by the change room. And during classes, he kind of went into he went in and they saw him kind of ruffling through people's pants and they shut the door on him and held him in. He's like, let me out, let me out. And then they, brought him to the front, yelled at him a bunch, scared the shit out of him, and then called his, very strict Russian parents. And that was that. We never saw him again.
Yeah. Well, I knew a guy. Jeremy. Jeremy probably knows him. I'm not going to name names, but this was a guy that we knew from the area who just couldn't stop stealing. Couldn't stop stealing. And one day he paid the price by stealing something a little too valuable from a place that will do something about it.
Oh, like you're talking like a store.
No, but
Did he steal from a friend, a person that he knew, or is this like an establishment?
Was this like a private lender?
Let's
Was
say
it the mob?
Was he defrauding people? Was it kind of white collar crime?
Oh, was it the tax man? He stole from the tax man.
Oh, you can't steal from the tax man.
Let's say he stole from an institution that he probably shouldn't have stole from, and it nearly submarined what he was trying to do. And so for Violent Bob Ross, my message is this: like, do the necessary. You can only you can help you, right? And
pull yourself up by your bootstraps, boy.
I hate to say it. I hate that phrase.
You're killing me, man.
I
also want to. Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I wanted to also add that I feel like MMA is just one of those sports, and we saw this with the Mike Perry situation. when he caught those charges for assaulting the dude. Well, I think he got. I don't even know what happened to that, but I think he got charged for
He got
assaulting.
dropped because the guy threw the first punch, which is, I think,
God. Anyway,
I
the
know.
point is that I feel like MMA is just one of those sports where you get people from all kinds of corners of society, right?
Yeah.
Like get your clean cut Sage Northcuts and you get your Mike Perrys of the world. And that's kind of the beauty of it, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter when two guys are in the ring or in a cage or whatever going at it. But at the end, but outside of that, they still have their lives and all the problems that comes with that, I feel.
Absolutely.